Cue the laughter, folks, because we've got a tale that's going to make your belly ache with giggles. Picture this: Dr. Hatch Salmon, an esteemed educator, a man of wisdom, and a connoisseur of fine whiskey and cheese. But here's the twist. He's as round as a wheel of Gouda and as old as a bottle of vintage scotch. One day, our dear Dr. Salmon decided to impart his profound knowledge about cheese and whiskey to a class of young minds. Now, if you're wondering why a man with a PhD would choose such an unusual subject, you're not alone. But hey, who are we to question the quirks of academia? So, here we have Dr. Salmon, standing tall, well, as tall as a man of his ample girth can, in front of the class. His cheeks are rosy with the warmth of the whiskey he'd been sipping from his glass. He's waving around a chunk of blue cheese like it's the Holy Grail, and the kids are watching with wide-eyed fascination. But then, in a plot twist that could rival a Hollywood blockbuster, Dr. Salmon, in his whiskey-induced enthusiasm, accidentally spills his precious amber liquid. Imagine a slow-motion scene of a glass tumbling, whiskey sloshing out in a beautiful arc, only to crash on the floor with a resounding splash. And then, the grand finale. Dr. Salmon, overcome by the tragedy of his spilt whiskey, loses his balance. His round body wobbles, teeters, and then, like a giant bowling ball, he rolls and lands on the floor with a thud that could measure on the Richter scale. So in the end, what was meant to be a lecture about cheese and whiskey turned into a slapstick comedy. But hey, at least the kids got a lesson in gravity, right? They say learning comes in many forms, and in this case, it came in the form of a very fat, very old, and very drunk Dr. Salmon. I bet you can't help but chuckle at the picture we've painted here. A word of advice, though. If you ever find yourself in Dr. Salmon's shoes, remember to hold on to your whiskey and maybe skip the cheese. You wouldn't want to end up as the punchline of a hilarious story now, would you?